Hello fellow Total Warriors, I am Zardar and welcome to part 3 of my How to Win as TEHENHAUIN guide/example, where we previously as the second step, like the first step was pretty much to consolidate the first province, not the entirety of it, because if you go and for example take Chakwa, either colonize it or even go in war with Itza, it's gonna mean trouble because you're gonna have to leave Clanfester into war with you and actually still alive, which it's still alive with me, but at least it's not my enemy. And yeah, if you capture that, then they're gonna drag the spine of Soda dwarves against you. If you go somewhere else, they're just gonna drag somebody else. So yeah, on the first episode we consolidated the province by just crushing rebellions and going back and forth, and also taking forcing a peace treaty in my end. You can go over and just completely destroy them if you feel like it. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, on the second episode we heavily went for the awakening, and the reason for that is if you leave it alone, it's just gonna spread the corruption so much that it's gonna be causing way too many problems. And yeah, like your second priority should be the awakening. Always attack it when it's undefended, and just follow my steps on how to besiege the awakening, because it has a great freaking garrison. Anyway, and on the third episode we're just gonna clean up the scraps. As you can see over here, Luthor is still alive but with a really shitty army, not even like only 2 units as front line with 3 bloated corpses. That's gonna be super easy for us to deal with. Luthor is not on a mount, and yeah, like after we clean the scraps though, I think the third step should be, first of all, over here the blood swamps, I was a little bit unlucky. You might be a little bit more luckier, and for example the vampire coast has captured it. So yeah, you take the awakening, you go for Pox Mars while having a hero down here so you can see if they're gonna come for the awakening. Because for some reason with my High Elves Techless campaign, the awakening had a lot better garrison. Like just on level 2 without walls it had like 3 sword masters of Hoeth inside, but with the sources it doesn't seem to be with the lizardmen, it doesn't seem to be this way, the same way. It's a decent amount of troops, but it's not that great. Anyway, so yeah, if the blood swamps are being killed by Luthor Harkon, just go for the blood swamps, and yeah, that should be it. Anyway, we're actually on the negative right now because of we had to recruit a lord over here, and also Blessed Stegadon, which we're just gonna include to the main army, and we're gonna get rid of that because we can't upkeep that that army. And over here we're gonna actually keep this one because there's nothing else to build at the moment. I mean, I could go for a recruiting building, but nah, if you build a red building it's gonna cause a much worse rebellion. We can destroy it as soon as that thing will be upgraded to level 3, so just leave it as it is. It's just gonna mean faster growth, and actually repair that, because with that much growth it might get a surplus right up next turn. Alright, so Luthor is gonna be heading after Zlan Huapek. Alright, first of all, over here you can play this battle, just lift off the siege. You can play this manually, you can play this just by auto-resolving, like it's really in our favor. No harm is gonna come to, okay, some harm is gonna come to us, but it's not gonna be that great. If you play it manually, just smash, and yeah, it's an easy battle. You just stack up your front line, you stack the Croxigors behind, the Blessed Stegadon across the line, so every flank, the center, the other flank, it has something as a backup. That's how you want to play with Lizardmen. You want to have the infantry being supported by monsters across the board. Like every unit should have at least one monster or a hero or something to keep it all together, and just see the front line just collapsing. Alright, so I'm just gonna auto-resolve this one. Yeah, we suffered some damage, nothing crazy. We're gonna get the offerings. The rebellion is destroyed, as you can see, automatically, immediately. And now we're on a little bit on the negative. I'm just gonna upgrade Zahutek, because they might actually skip this city because it's decently defended against the specific army that Luthor has. So yeah, actually they don't have magic, right? Yeah, Luthor doesn't have magic, so That should be proved quite useful. And with TEHENHAUIN, we're just gonna move from the north, and that is because I don't wanna come through here and trespass. And also, if Luthor skips Zahutek and goes up, skips Zlanhoapek and goes after Zahutek, I can cut him off with TEHENHAUIN. Over here, it's a rebellion is gonna happen, alright, but you don't need to worry about that. Okay, and we should just, there's nothing else, like leave these ones at level 1. Don't upgrade that just yet, because the money might prove quite quite hard to maintain. I don't know what Itza is trying to do over here, but I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm pretty sure Itza at the moment is at war with everybody in the south. That includes Clan Fester. Where's Clan Fester? Oh, it's only alive still left over here. Come on, Teclis, just cleanse that. I'm pretty sure they're in war with the Blessed Dread and also Clan Pestilence, which still seems to be down here, as I can see these regions to be unknown. So yeah, I mean Teclis is attacking it as well, so it's a little bit of a tricky situation, but the Skaven are the Skaven. They will always kind of survive. Alright, we're gonna get that King Chief in there. Let's see the replenishment. Yeah, you see in 110 we're pretty much almost full health, except this Kroxigor. It's alright though. And yeah, don't upgrade that. And just bring this guy again in forced march towards here. What about here? We still haven't gotten this. We will. If you need to kick off anything, feel free. You have some sacrifices over here. I don't feel like I need anything at the moment. And the Blood Swamps will rebel again. Excellent. I want this to be raised. Hopefully I'm gonna force march over there and capture it. And that should be your approach. Like if the same happens, just don't build anything that's gonna take away the corruption. It's still gonna go away somehow because, you know, it's you who run an untainted faction that's running the province. But yeah, just let the public order to happen in here. So the rebellion, vampiric rebellion is gonna be included, and it's probably gonna raise the settlement. If it's not a vampiric one, if it has been cleansed and it's a different high elven one, it's still alright. As long as the Order of Lore Masters do not have it, then you should be free to take it. And these guys have just attacked us, as it seems. It's alright. That blessed Stegadon we have inside that force can pretty much solo the whole army. If you know, keep it on the move. Don't ever stay stationary with your big monsters if you only have one. Now if you're gonna be rocking late armies, which I suggest, frontline infantry, 6-7 of those, all the heroes with maxed out first the blue skills like training, replenishment, and the scouting. I don't like it that much. You can run it for some good items, you know. It's not bad. Like you can get some good items through that skill and just start giving it to your heroes, making them stronger. So it's kind of a good payoff. I gotta be honest. Yeah, like I don't know. I still don't like it. But you can definitely do that. Because right now the Skink Priest is the one that has the scouting, and I prefer the Skink Priest to actually give him magic instead of, you know, this kind of stuff. That's why we kept the money, because the Awakening is gonna cost a lot to upgrade. How many turns for another surplus? Just one. Alright, so that thing will be coming online sooner. And you just keep going down here. Alright. Did the rebellion happen here? I can't see at the moment. It's alright, it's alright. As long as the rebellion happens and they destroy it, that's all I need. Alright, and we shall end the turn again. Now, It depends. They might attack you, or they might wait another turn in order to build siege engines. Whatever the case, if they try to come inside the city with all those blind bombers, and even if they're not bombers, and if they're like tough deckhands mob or anything like it, like you still should be safe. Like as I said, the Stegadon can really do some work, and the safety of the walls is always great. The Vampire Coast is a slow ass faction, so it's gonna take a lot early damage from the towers. You can kick off the rights. By this, actually, I have kicked them off. Like I have increased 10 armor and 10 leadership, if I'm correct at the moment. I'm pretty sure I do, yeah. Come on. Let's see if the rebels over here are gonna destroy the blood swamps. Yes, yes. Alright, so we lift the siege and we send whoever is available to go take that city immediately and recolonize it. That's the reason we have to keep the money if you're in the exact same situation as me. We're gonna come here so we can participate. Of course, Luthor is gonna run, but I presume we can still catch him. Okay, nothing to build, so we're gonna make some sweet money out of that. Can we just force him back into normal? No. I was kind of hoping that we didn't use all of our movement points. Okay, so we have the leadership, we have the winds. Okay, we don't mind that because it's just random, but you will probably have also the increased 10 armor, and we go face him. The balance of power is gonna be exactly in the middle, which is kind of a oh, what is that? Oh yeah, the Holy Stella, which reduces missile damage and accuracy. Oh, that's what it does, not actually taking away ammunition. I was pretty sure that it reduced your ammunition, but I guess I was wrong. Alright, 3 bloated corpses. That's a death bomb for your own army. So yeah. In this case, we're gonna send the big monsters first in, and the heroes, to soak up the initial damage and also draw the bloated corpses to just explode around their own troops. And yeah, let's stand back here so we can wait for the reinforcements. That's good enough magic. You want it around 15, like if it's 15 or even 12 and 13 and around that, you don't need to gamble. If it's like below 10, then you can gamble. Alright, let's go with this. Let's not forget, this time we have Pahwak Sentinels as a flyer unit, and also the Hopak Riders. Alright. You're gonna go with 4? Yeah, you go with 4, you go with 5, 6 and 7. Oh, we even have one more here. Alright, these guys together and these guys together. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have more troops. Where are they? I'm pretty sure I have more skins. Okay, whatever. You will go on the flanks. What the... Oh, damn it. No, it's actually like that, okay. Keep the skins on the flanks. Let's form up. They're gonna wait for us, that's good, that's good. That's gonna give you enough time to prepare your lines. Damn it. Let's go like this with these guys. We'll of course get them on the flanks, and now, as I said, let's keep this guy here, TEHENHAUIN here, this guy here, this one here, and the Blessed Stegadon on this side, and we can keep the Pahwaks like here, because they cause fear as well, right? Yeah. Oh, we're fighting the undead, so that doesn't really matter. It's alright, you just need to have a strong impact, kind of say. Alright, we'll drop that later. We're gonna go from here so we can have kind of the advantage of not having the disadvantage of fighting uphill. That's pretty much it. Alright, here. I hate it that I'm gonna be fighting in the woods, but it's just what it is. Alright. The pathwalks, I totally forgot about them. Let's, I don't know, go play a little bit. Actually, just bring them from this side, and we're gonna put them to the test. These guys will, I think, have to spread as much as they can. So start going in. Let's include all the heroes and such to keep on advancing. Did I forget about anybody? Nope. Okay, these kings, it's alright. Just a little bit of damage. Alright, pathwalks, keep coming. And why are you over there? You shouldn't be, but it's alright. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Just go like that, engage them, and I don't know, just go in. Go in, Champs. Where are you? Did I forget you in the back? I forgot you in the back. Alright, keep bringing these guys. These ones can open fire into anything, and you will go from this side on melee. Alright, sounds like a solid plan, and let's drop this one. Let's drop a flock of doom over here. You go on the flanks. Let's bring the Pathwalk Sentinel over here. These guys got destroyed. It's alright, it's alright. I totally forgot about these guys, didn't I? Alright, let's move them up ahead. And King Chief, you can go in there. As long as you pretty much get into the front line, it's just gonna be easy. Let's get these guys over here. As I said, you start opening fire into anything that you can get your hands into. You shoot that, you also shoot that, and you, I don't know what to do, just shoot this guy here. And the Pathwalks, I totally forgot I had those. Let's bring you from here. Where's the champs? Alright, cool. Let's drop some bombs if we can, like over here. And you just go in right in there. Alright, just drop them already. I'm not gonna bother too much with that kind of stuff. You can go straight the hell back in. We can drop another Flock of Doom over here. And ooh, these guys are getting monster smashed. Let's just try and save them. And yeah, the deck droppers are gonna be a problem. You can chase them off, but I'm pretty sure they're quite fast. Alright, let's have this guy fighting the Mongols. It's kind of a messy battle. I'm not trying to, you know, do it really great. I'm just, it is what it is, okay? Alright, the depth card is actually fighting the Stegadon, pretty much what we wanted. Leave these guys, they will crumble. Let's go straight for the cannon, which seems to be causing most of the problem. Buff up to TEHENHAUIN, and you guys are standing still. You intercept those guys, and you actually shoot the death droppers. Why did I not do that? And the Lizardman, the actual Lizardman, can just do that, and you just push through the lines. Have I defeated the guys here? You see, like, it's just so many crap all around that I can't tell that I have actually broken through the lines. And the Hopak, or whatever they are called, they can keep on pushing. Alright, where is the enemy? Where is the enemy? Let's do that. Oh, Luthor is here. Alright, let's go kill him. How are you guys holding? Let's drop these guys back. I don't want to lose them. Always do that. Like, if you see a unit really close to 10 men left, just drop it, take it back. Like, it doesn't have to die. And alright, you stop, because you're killing most likely more troops, more friendly troops that you're killing enemies. Alright, and that is it. Don't play the battle the same as me. I kinda derped a little bit. You can derp, okay? Just make sure you don't lose a unit. I love it how I said to send in the single entities, so the bloated corpses would just you know, blow up nearby their own lines, and I didn't do it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, play this battle better. I kind of failed here. Alright, Vampire Coast destroyed, so that is all you need pretty much. This guy can force march and go straight for the blood swamps. Um, let's go here. We can give this guy back. And what are we gonna get rid of? Give this guy for starters, and I'm pretty sure we can we're gonna need all of that. You can just merge once, king. Red crested. Alright, cool. So take the blessed stegodon as well, and you go straight for the blood swamps as fast as you can. As fast as you can, champ. The garrison is looking great, the money is looking great, although keep it because we're gonna need it for colonization purposes. You keep going with piercing swords, and now let's get you back to the awakening, because that's where you need to go. There's gonna be another rebellion over there. And how many turns left for that? Just one. I guess you can kick them off again. Just have that increased duration. Not now, the next turn, that is. Alright, everything is wrapping up really, really nicely. Oh shit. They're gonna make it to colonize that. Please don't colonize it. Well, it's fine because another rebellion is gonna happen. The vampire corruption is still really high. Really, really high. And yeah, the High Elves don't have great buildings to keep the public order stable. They cannot rely on the right in their handmaidens if they're leveled up. I think if they're level 8 or something, they get +1 public order faction-wide ability. But you can't rely on handmaidens, you know, to get enough so you can level them up and stuff like that. Well, if you have the money, you can just keep spamming abilities and they will get it. But if you keep them inside the armies, they're not gonna, unless they keep fighting a battle every single turn, they're not gonna level up that fast. All right, rebellion. Raiding, and I still don't like how Ita is over here. There's a resource over here which we're gonna go for, and alright, you know what, just go for the resource because I still don't know how it's gonna be over here. Alright, they don't seem to be wanting to recolonize that. Go for that, exactly. It doesn't matter if we don't replenish. Another right. Don't need that at the moment, and we should just keep going. And please, Teclis or whatever princess is in here, whatever her name, please don't recolonize that. Ah shit. Alright, it's alright, it's alright. As I said, another rebellion is gonna happen for sure. We just need to keep an eye on it in order to capture it. Obviously, I didn't get the chance because I had to finish off Luthor Hargon. But yeah, the second one, it shouldn't be under my nose. Like, I'm gonna keep paying attention on the public order. I'm gonna have the awakening nearby, so I can just pop one lord to go in and recolonize it immediately. The only thing I need to make sure, and you need to make sure, is that you have the money. Okay. Okay, and let's see over here. It's +7 at the moment. That's because of the recolonization and also the princess being in here. I'm gonna disband this guy. And now it's just gonna be rebellions dealing with them. Actually, let me just see something. I can get rid of this thing here. It's only level 2. I can go for public order, so I can kind of fix it. And I can get the military building here, because I'm gonna get a surplus in 2 turns in order to upgrade the Pox Mars as well, which is gonna be great. So let's do that. Yeah, just go for the military base in the Awakening. Just do it after this rebellion, so it's not gonna rock up any Vargul's or Blood Knights or anything like it. Alright, we can keep going with the money now, with upgrading I mean. Actually, don't build that, just keep enough money in case you need to recolonize. Let's go with that thing, although we're gonna crush the rebellion, so money is gonna come in anyways. We have plus 100. If we get rid of that, we're gonna have 80 plus 80, 160, which means 165. Okay, let's wait for that. Otherwise we're gonna wait 3 turns to get the surplus. Alright, and now we get replenishment. The vampiric corruption is not that big of a deal anymore. Alright, minus 11. You see, that's what I mean. We will get another chance at this. Just make sure you don't eradicate the vampiric corruption. Otherwise it's not gonna be possible. Or, as I said, you could be the lucky guy that Teclis never went into war with the vampire coast, or they just didn't get to get the blood swamps, or they did and it just got captured by Luthor, and yeah, you can just come and do your stuff. And don't worry about constant rebellions. Actually, just with 1 hero recruit, you're gonna be able to just keep farming money and experience. So it's not that bad, as long as you're not on the negative, or at least if you are by, you know, minus 100 or something like that, it's gonna be good, because TEHENHAUIN is gonna be just going straight for some other good stuff in order to wreak some havoc. And we'll probably go straight for Tlaxtlan, because I'm quite sure these guys are in war with Clan Mans, which is the clan that controls that thing up here, that chunk of land. And hopefully their army is not gonna be inside the city, because if it's inside the city, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. If it's outside, it shouldn't. Okay, so is it gonna be an easier to resolve? It should be. Yep, you can do that. Oh my dear freaking lord, shit. Alright then, play it manually, I guess. Crap, man. Crap. I didn't expect that to happen. Alright, so now we can get this one, finally. We're gonna go for the replenishment later, but right now we need the upkeep reduction, so we can do that. You can see our economy is faring a lot better. And okay, we're gonna go now for a military building. Alright, that can reach up to level 4, so we're gonna need it. The military province, if you're gonna aim for one, there isn't a good for settlement. Oh, there is, the northern Great Jungle. Okay, so this should become the military province, but only when you capture Chakwa. Because you first need to fix the public order. Alright, cool. We're gonna go for the walls too. We're gonna get rid of both of these. We're gonna try and... let me see. We will need the public order here too. Are we trading with anybody? Just with the Order of Lore Masters. I don't want to trade with anybody else, because I'm probably gonna be going into war with them soon. How much are we exporting of that? Just 57%, so don't build it up, just keep the money. 10 turns to get these guys back, it's alright. So just keep a constant eye over here. Obviously the public order is alright at the moment, because it started at 0, but it should start deteriorating soon enough. Alright, the surplus gonna be up next turn, so yeah, keep the money so you can upgrade that one in order to get walls and also upgrade the money makers. Alright, and the reason we went for the blue line and get that upkeep reduction is because we need a secondary army, because if we try to go either for Tlaxcalan or the clan Mans up here, they're probably gonna have 2 stacks, or even if they have 1 stack, they will still have the garrison and they will fight right beside it, unless you cannot take them by surprise, you know, just wait for them. Pretty much what we did with the vampire coast. You can always just do that, like wait for the army to go out of the city and then attack it, so you kill the force separately. But if that doesn't happen, you're gonna need a secondary army, and I don't mean red crested skinks. Don't go with red crested skinks. All you need for a secondary army is enough chaff, which means skinks with shields. So you're gonna get plenty of them, just throw in for the killing to get massacred, so your red crested skinks can start doing the real work. Alright, and look at this one, plenty of options. We can go for that. That's gonna fix the public order. That's gonna mean though that we won't have money for anything else. Another rebellion happened here, good. That's gonna mean more money for us. And okay. Do we want to trespass? God, I hate it. Can we just auto-resolve this one? We probably will. We probably will. Now without the red building, the garrison, the rebellion is gonna be even worse. So it should be good. We're replenishing outside, right? Right. But we don't need... You know what? Just... It's the same turns to come either from here or here, so you can go from there. How's the public order? -4, but it's gonna fix. Hopefully. Actually, we don't want that because we don't have the entirety of the province yet. So we can go for this one. Just get some pterodon riders, or even horn ones, skull ones, and things like that. What I'm gonna prefer over it though is to get this one back to level 2, and that should be it. Okay, let's keep going. Am I gonna have enough time to go after Tlaxcalan? Because I want that to be the 3rd episode, but even if we don't make it, like, the same steps have to be made, and as I said, you just need a secondary army with skinks, which will suffer all of the early damage. They will weaken the opponent, they will get them tired or even exhausted, and then your good troops are gonna get in and go for that smashy job that they need to do. Oh, and look at that, the Blessed Dread is actually destroying the Order of Lord Masters. So I could just declare war on them right now and just take over them, really. We need an agent to be looking out on what's going on here. That might not be the case on your end though. So we're gonna go with the original plan, which is not to interfere with these guys down here. What you need to do is just take that province up there, and when you have 3 provinces and you can support 2 full stacks, one of which is not gonna be a great army, but it's alright, then you will make your move. Alright, the garrison is gonna be up next turn, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna be safe if a rebellion happens, and I don't think it's gonna be an undead one, or will it? Yeah, it's alright. Right, the rites have gone out, the sacrifices, so we're gonna kick them off again. Just have them constantly, like they last 10 turns, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Yeah, I guess you will just have to ping pong your way until you kind of fix the public order, because it's still an issue. Either here through vampiric corruption or here. The vampiric corruption has gone also in here, but as soon as it starts to waver on the awakening, it's gonna go out of here too. And yeah, as I said, don't build anything to reduce it, because you want that rebellion to happen there. Or if not, and you already have it, just go for it. It's just gonna solve some problems a lot faster. Okay, raiding, technology research, sword of Cain. Yeah, just reserve that spot for... Oh, both of these provide untainted, nice. But we're gonna go for this one because it also provides some public order. And also we can get a king priest for the secondary army, because right now we have a caster already, TEHENHAUIN. I'm not gonna force much, I'm just gonna go normal in case he turns around and attack me. And again, not plenty to be made. How's the public order here? It's really going sideways, south, not sideways. And that should have been able, yeah, but we just don't have the money to upgrade it. It's alright, we're gonna make the money via that rebellion. But honestly, I think I'm gonna go for the public order, because these provinces need to be stabilized at some point. You just can't keep going. And the Blessed Dread has signed a peace treaty with the Clan Pestilence. That means the Blessed Dread will just outright destroy the Order of Lore Masters at this point, because they just stand in a much better position. And Clan Pestilence will start kicking the shit out of Itza, because that's what happens. If Clan Pestilence only has one enemy, they will just destroy that target. So we might get the chance to confederate, and that's the reason I don't want to go into war with Itza, because they're into some deep trouble here in the south. Like, Clan Pestilence is always a force to be reckoned with, the Blessed Dread as well, and Tlaxtonal is just free facing freaking Rebels Skaven. So that's the reason I'm aiming for that, in order to get stronger before going after Itza, or even better, just get them to confederate because of the wars they're gonna be in war with. Because of the enemies they're gonna be in war with, so excuse me. Alright, ready for duty, and let's just finish this one off. Excellent. We'll actually take the money, because the replenishment is quite alright, and we kinda need the money now. It's +4 at the moment. 8 comes from military crackdown and 3 from characters. The Plague of Sotek actually provides +3. Does it? It doesn't. We need to get the quest item first, which we need. Sacrifice of Chikwibol, which is up here, isn't it? Yeah. How many more of these do we need to unlock the next one? We need the entirety of 2 provinces. And in order to do that, you're gonna have to declare war onto a lot of factions, because they're just being shared. And look at that, look at the money now. by that upkeep reduction. Alright, we'll just try to postpone it as much as we can. We'll go for that in this one. Even more money. And you, my sweet fella, just stand over here now and keep the public order stable. Over here it's gonna be alright. Yes, okay, it really has a bigger garrison than Zlanhoapek. And that might be actually because of the port. Whatever it is, I don't mind. It's a bigger garrison, so that's all that there is to know. And we should be good. Should I just keep that? I mean, you're just... Nah, just don't destroy it in the first place. Because right now I need all the money. Yeah, don't destroy it in the first place. All you're gonna do if you keep it is you're just gonna be stacking enough growth just to be used later, even if you don't use it at the moment. Alright, mission failed, recruit the Lord. Yeah, we don't care about that. Come on. Alrighty. We have some money, but there's nothing available to be built. How's the public order? It's going south, so we better... we will need... We should be at the ready to come here immediately. I just don't want to trespass. But then again, like, who gives a crap? So just stand inside the city. That rebellion is gonna happen in 3 turns, 4 or 5 to get destroyed, so you know the rebellion can be built up a little bit. So yeah, it's just slow as growth, I guess. And actually that gives us enough time to gather up some time, and actually now you can go for the Untainted. I think I'm gonna go for that, because it's the only thing that's keeping us from fixing the public order in a way. The best way to do that is just control the entirety of 2 provinces, just get the quest, go do it, get the +3 public order across all the board via that item that the TEHENHAUIN has, and that should be it. Tic-Tac-Toe, I'm pretty sure, has the same skill. I finished my campaign with Tic-Tac-Toe like a couple of days earlier, but I'm pretty sure he has +3 public order in all provinces as well, which is really great. It's like pretty much like Gaul Maraz from Karl Franz. +5 public order is that one, if I remember correctly, which really fixes everything. You don't have to worry about public order. You just get 1 building and the Gaul Maraz and it's GG. Alright, so yeah, by the time we build that, the rebellion will happen and the Untainted is gonna start to take effect. We need 1 more skill in order to max this one out. That means our money is gonna rise up even higher than that, and let's bring you now here. The public order is kinda alright. We're gonna get another one of that. As I said, like, it's just taking me all this time, just going back and forth, destroying rebellions, because I'm waiting for the blood swamps to be an easy prey. If you're lucky and it came into your possession a lot earlier, or even if you want to declare war on the High Elves, like, you're free to do that, especially now that they're weakened. Before they weren't. But even if you want to do that, yeah, it's just gonna be a lot better than you. And it's actually, it might be the best choice to go after the High Elves. And the reason for that is, if they don't have walls, a garrison, it's gonna be super easy. Because you're gonna have the entirety of that province, and this is a just 2 settlement province, so you can go after them, and you're gonna get the quest item, which is gonna solve your hands, get the public order, and boom, GG. That fixes the entirety of the campaign. Yeah. I'll go with melee defense, and yes, now the rebellion is gonna happen. Over here it's +5, so it's doing really good, although 5 of that is military crackdown and 4 is from TEHENHAUIN. There's also gonna be a rebellion here, but as I said, the garrison is a lot better, but we have a red building, so the rebellion will have a little bit of better troops. Keep the money at this point, because if it comes down to a colonization effect, you're gonna need it. Although it's just gonna take 1,000, because we have a full stack over here. Yeah, I was kinda saying about money earlier. To have a lot it was because I would just send one guy to colonize it all by himself, because I want it to be fast. And I should really take a look at the High Elves. Like, I might have derped over here. It might have been the best choice since the beginning, or at least not so much. Like, I think I acted perfectly well over here, just waiting for the Blessed Dread, you know, to take over. So, because right now the High Elves are weakened. They haven't taken Fuming Serpent. Clamfester is still alright up there. But yeah, it's just a sweet little province that you can get straight away. So you can unlock the quest. Alright. Really? Really? Shit, man. Oh dear lord. It's alright. It's alright. Who do we wanna go after? Let's go for the public order. Just fix things. And you just, I don't know, stay into Astromancy. Oh, research available. Growth, that's good. Who gained a level up? The King Chief. We'll go with Survivalist. Oh, what is that up here? Actually go with Missile Resistance. Because soon we're gonna get him on a flying unit, which makes him a big of a target. Faction encountered. We just only barely found Clan Pestilence, Rebellion in Vampire Coast, population surplus in the northern Great Jungle, which is this one. Ah, they brought a force over here to defend. Let's hope these guys will be able to just destroy it. Otherwise, I don't know, like, seriously, go at war with Teclis. But only when he's kind of losing the war against the Blessed Dread or whoever is around. Because I'm pretty sure they won't be having any Sisters of Avalon. And that's the only threat for our army. Well, the Red Crested Kings will get destroyed by just mere archers. But you can always do the same thing as I did with the Vampire Coast and the Awakening. You can, if you're having a siege, deploy on the left and march to the right and then climb the walls. Because it's gonna take them forever to just reallocate the troops up on the battlement. They will manage to get 1 or 2, but they will not get like 10 archers to open fire on you immediately as you reach the walls. Which is, Yeah, and they don't have a garrison as it seems, so it's just standard troops. It's level 4, which is good. But yeah, they're stacked up in there, and they have a lot of archers. But the red crested kings will just chop them down if they get into really close. Alright, we're gonna trespass. We're not gonna be taking any attrition. -1 over here, it's alright. Keep the money. You stay like this, and please, Vampiric Rebellion, just smash the blood swamps. Oh, and they went away. Is it because they're afraid of me or the Blessed Dread? Oh, and there's always the threat of the Blessed Dread actually taking the blood swamps. Because if they're in war with Teclis, and Teclis has that, and right now Teclis is losing the war, so he can, yes, defend the Star Tower, it's really stacked up really nicely, but the rest, not so easy. Alright, this has just recently been colonized, so hopefully it will only be mostly at tops level 2, which means these guys are just gonna need 2 recruitment rounds in order to raise it. Come on, we're really close to the end. I really hate those minor secondary factions, they take forever. Like, it should have been a lot faster for these guys. And boom. Did they destroy it? They didn't. They freaking didn't, and they stopped. They're actually growing still, because it's +20 over here. Oh my dear lord, they climbed it up to level 3 already? They're only taking attrition because of the Untainted. I don't know, champ, like, for real. I'm gonna wait for you to do the trick. Or how's the Blessed Dread?
Come to plead with me.
I really don't want to declare war. I really don't feel like the way to go. Okay, that's gonna prove useful. Actually, we should, or should we not? I think I'm gonna need a couple more salamanders. Shooting up on the walls or even in combat proves to be quite nice. Right, this lady came back probably to recruit a couple of units. What do you want? No. It's always best to just break one trade agreement than actually break a trade agreement and a non-aggression pact. Okay, these guys just increased their roster. They recruited some new units, so hopefully they will take that. It's just such a bullshit because they built the blood swamps within 5-6 turns up to level 3, and all 3 buildings, the extra building slots were have reached level 3 as well. Clan Fester on the balance of power is actually stronger than us, so I guess they have like 3 stacks of 3 Skaven slaves over here. Okay. Whatever the case, whoever you need to go at war with, which I think, yeah, forget Laxland, just leave it for the 4th step. Or if you're lucky enough, both Laxland and Itza will confederate with you. Alright, let's colonize that. Excellent. And now we own the entirety of this province too. We can go for public order and growth and money. And yeah, that thing is gonna be bringing down the Untainted. We're gonna be replenishing within a couple of turns. Everything should be good. And I'm gonna participate into this. Oh my dear lord, you see the army now that we had a red building over here? Ken raids. These are gonna be proved. These are gonna prove quite difficult to deal with. This one's not so much. So yeah, we just wait for them to attack. We replenish for a couple of turns. These guys will take like 2 turns to besiege the awakening, which you can use that time to replenish, and also just fight that battle with TEHENHAUIN if you're not high level upped, because you will need, as I said, the maximum upkeep reduction in order to recruit another army. Either it's Teclis or the Fuming Serpent, you're gonna need a secondary one. Or if you're good enough, you can take it just like that. But I highly suggest you go with 2 armies. You do not understand the power of just chaff, endless chaff. Clan Fester with Blessed Dread, really? Holy hell. Now Teclis is into some big shit. Alright, at least these guys will take attrition, because now the land is untainted. That is one good thing that came out of it. And I think they're gonna need 2 turns. So use another turn to replenish over here. There's nothing else that we need to do. Let's go for that. What turn is it? 46. So soon enough you're gonna get that event, which is gonna be unlocking every major port. So I guess you can build that one up, because we're gonna be trading with plenty of guys, hopefully. Or I don't know, perhaps I should keep it to fix that. Nah, I'm gonna have enough money to fix that. Alright, 27% vampire corruption. It should be a lot higher. It's just because that guy is still around. The rebellion is actually causing vampire corruption on its own, even though it's going on the negative at the moment. It's decreasing, that's what I mean. Sorry for the bad English. I'm trying! Oh dear lord. Mortal Empires. And I'm pretty sure this is like the fastest you can get. Like my CPU and my RAMs, like both are top notch, which is what is mostly what's needed for the entire mechanic. The graphics card doesn't have a lot to play in this, I think. Because it's literally just you know, calculations of what's going on around. You don't see anything, no graphics needed to be generated. So yeah, it makes more sense for CPU based actions. Did Teclis just get destroyed over here? Yeah, you see, a full stack only always needs, yeah, he got destroyed. Always needs 2 turns. Alright, we're gonna come from the sea. We're gonna go from here and we can make the attack. Like we have like 5 minutes remaining. I guess you can auto-resolve this one, you can play it manually, it doesn't matter. You can wait, for all that matters. I'm just gonna auto-resolve. We just lost a couple of skins, we're just gonna grab them back. We're gonna get the offerings. And now this province has been completely turned around. TEHENHAUIN, you can get the last of this. Excellent. So now we're making a lot more money. And if you get another skill, just go for the Renowned and Fear. Another minus 8% is gonna be great. Alright, and we should just get these 2 skins back. Actually stay inside the city for more replenishment. Ah, you can do it. It's alright. It's alright. It's a... Do you wanna do something to me? What is it? Alright, let's check them out. How are they doing in their wars? Holy shit, they're actually winning against Croak. Okay. But now Teclis is weakened, and as I said, we can recruit another lord. We're gonna go for this guy because he's cheap. We have already recruited him, and all you're gonna get is just cheap skins. For all that matters, you can go with this one to reduce the global reduction recruitment, and just get even more from here. That's all you're gonna need. Lots of skins. That should be the secondary army. Just enough numbers. Also, the secondary army is not just, you know, to have enough numbers. It's because of the utility. For example, over here, I'm pretty sure they have another army outside of the walls. So you send that guy in, you lock inside the garrison. They will probably have one army also inside the city. So you're gonna lock inside the city like 40 units, hopefully tops. Which means you're gonna play the battle outside with half of the army of theirs. You're gonna destroy it and then attack the main city. So yeah, like it's not just, you know, that you have more numbers, and you can do the same to Teclis over here. Like he'll probably leave one army outside. Okay, let's come south. Come here. Get up. Okay, shit. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I'm pretty sure he has already taken the action. So he's gonna be alright. And that thing is gonna reach level 3. The public order is not that great over here. That's because just a little bit of corruption. It's still on 25%, so a lot more is gonna be needed than just this one. Okay, and we can get a king priest now. So we're gonna go ahead. I suggest Heaven's Magic because of Wind Blast and other goodies like Chain Lightning, the Harmonic Convergence, Curse of the Midnight Wind. It's always a great spell to have, like huge reduction in melee stats, melee attack, highly defensive spell. You just use it to buy enough time, which is good. Either it's offensive, defensive, it's still a great spell. Alright, and that really wrapped things up. Like I know I said in the beginning that I'm gonna probably go for Tlaxlan, but yeah, as it seems we were... you can do whatever you want. Like I just stayed a lot of times here because I didn't want to go into war with Teclis. So and I also wanted to level up first in order to get enough upkeep reduction. Because if you go for a secondary army early on, you're not gonna have enough money to build up the awakening, you know, fix the public order. The same on Slanhuapek. So yeah, waiting to get the blood swamps and not declare war on Teclis when you're low level, I think is the best choice. From here on, you decide. Do you wanna go for Teclis, which probably is gonna be in trouble with the Blessed Dread, or he might actually, it might turn out different on you, and he might actually be winning the war. So if Teclis is strong enough, I suggest you go for Tlaxla. If he's not, pretty much like this, you can go for him. And Teclis is actually dead. That's the reason, like, just two 1 level 5 and 1 level lords over here. You see? And yeah, like I'm just gonna end this one here now, guys. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what you need to do. If you reach this position at the one that I'm right now, you have enough money to pop up like a 10 stack, as you can see over here. Almost a 10 stack. Actually a 10 stack if we include this guy. Yeah, you see, even more. So I suggest, for example, get something like this and just go right in there. You can get rid of these two skinks and just get two red crested ones if you feel like it, but I always like to have a few chaff so I can just you know, mindlessly keep throwing at the enemy if I need to defend something else, and I will not feel bad about it. Or you can get another salamander, which is also a good choice. So yeah, I mean, that was it. The most important juicy stuff is that you need to get rid of Clan Fester, as I showed. You need to keep popping back and forth to destroy rebellions. Then the second step is to take the awakening when it's free and Luthor is not inside. Then consolidate the whole province. If Teclis has the blood swamps, I don't suggest to go into war with him, not at least until you at least know that he is into some big trouble, as he is right now. He is facing a lot of trouble against the Blessed Dread. Clan Fester, I don't suggest you keep the Fuming Serpent in case you decided to destroy them overall, because that's gonna, you know, give the chance for Teclis to go in and recolonize that, because you just can't keep it, okay? You're just gonna struggle over here with the rest of the stuff, with Luthor and all of that crap. And that's the third step. The final is you decide here, or actually here, and then the rest of the province against the Skaven. It's all good. Just leave Itza for last, because yeah, like, you don't have to go after them. Or if you want to, you can just go straight for Chakwa. Like, you can ignore both excuse me, both Laxlan and the Star Tower, I mean the Teclis, because if you take Chakwa, that's 2 full provinces. You automatically get the quest. You will probably do the quest mission, get the +3 public order, which is gonna fix everything up. You're gonna also get an edict over here, and that should be good. So you might not even have to worry about this guy. So you choose. Like, there's 3 ways you can go. 1, 2, 3. I just don't suggest going after the Blessed Dread. And I'm pretty sure, you know what? Itza is really like full on going into war with Clan Pestilence at the moment. And I'm pretty sure OXL over here is gonna hold for a lot of turns. So actually just going after Chakwa might prove the best idea, because you're gonna get the entirety of 2 provinces immediately. And you don't mind going into war with Itza, because at this time, at this point, you have a wall over here. So that means a great garrison, and this is gonna be like a hammer and anvil. The hammer is gonna be your 2 armies just moving and taking over Chakwa, and then moving from here, taking over Itza itself if that's possible. And Zlam Huapek is gonna act as the anvil. So if they try to come through here, the garrison is gonna fend that off. You can, I don't know, leave the secondary army here to defend if you don't feel like it's gonna be holding it together, or even recruit a 3rd army, even if you go into the negative, because you're gonna be making money from over here by looting and sacking. So yeah, you can still keep going with these 2 over here and just recruit a 3rd one if something goes south over in here. And with that sacrifice over here, which reduces global recruitment by 1 turn, you don't need to have the military building here. It can be on the awakening, and you're still gonna be able to get all the troops you want. Anyway, that is it, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like or a comment. Feel free to subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification button. Please feel free to comment down below, as I said, any of your strategies as well. They might prove useful. And yeah, and also keep in mind that the red crested skinks can destroy sources, so don't be quite afraid to go after them. Anyway, bye bye. See you next time.